Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Cyber Podium 3. Thank you very much for joining us again for our CYDES event. And myself, Rahul, today will be your MC, and I am hosting Mr. Woon Ting once again because I had him here yesterday, but this time we're discussing something different. So this time the topic we have is password access control compliance. Is your organization ready for the next milestone? Of course, elaborating further on this would be Mr. Woon Ting himself, consultant in Secureki. Mr. Woon Ting, are you ready to take the floor?
Yes, thank you, Rahul.
Okay.
So, hi, welcome to my exhibition. Let's no longer delay. Okay. My name is Ka Woon Ting. I'm the consultant from Secureki. So today our topic is about password access control and also compliance. So, are you ready for it? Okay. So when we talk about that three items, okay, so that basically are the challenges that you are facing right now, okay, or maybe your organization is facing it, okay. So the password, we talk about password. So the complexity of the password, the sharing of the password, where is my password has gone, okay. Then the second thing is the access control, okay. So who is accessing it? Do you have some system to help you to manage it, to have audits, logs, to keep track of who is accessing what, okay, at what time? And the last thing is that we talk about compliance, okay. So the things that you need to fulfill compliance to have certain standard for your IT security, okay. So with that, let's talk about PAM. Okay, so PAM here, we are able to fulfill that three items. Okay, PAM as in privilege access management. Okay, so that is the next milestone for your security maturity. Okay, because now probably you already have your firewall, your other stuff that is building. You already build your fence. Okay, so what is the thing that the next step ahead? Okay, so before that, a bit overview of who we are and what is Secureki is about. Okay, so we are Secureki, and we are founded in 2013 in April, and is founded by our local person, Brandon Law. Okay, so since 2003, we are operating in Malaysia, in South Korea, and also in Taiwan. So we have currently having for about 45 employees covering these three nations. Okay, so our sole solution is all about PAM solution. Okay, so this is some of our major customer in Malaysia. Okay, so you have from telecommunication, you have from financial sector, you have from fruit and beverages, you have from entertainment, you have from government sector. So it doesn't says that you have to be this sector to have utilized PAM system or solution. As long you have a data center, you have a database, you have servers, no matter what size or number you have, you need PAM solution. Okay. So in Secureki, our solution is common criteria certified. Okay, so what is this common criteria certification? So it's actually an evaluation on the system and the processes of your system. So if let's say your system is not stable, is buggy somehow, okay, you won't able to get this certification. And Secureki actually went through a year of evaluation, and we obtained this on 2017. Okay, so the next thing is that we want to talk about OTP, multi-factor authentication. So with Secureki, we have OTP as well. So this OTP is built into your smartphone and is utilized inside our system. Okay, so this certification it says that our apps basically is free from malware. Okay. So last year we also joined a competition organized by NACSA and also MDEC. So we are the top 5 finalists for this competition. Now, in this CYDES, we also talk about my Malaysia cybersecurity challenges. The strategy to strengthen the Malaysian cybersecurity. Okay, so there is some some 5 pillar is being introduced by the government. So Secureki solution, we are able to fulfill it on the pillar 3, catalyzing world-class innovation, technology, and R&D. Okay. So based on those 3 items, password, compliance, access control. So how do you want to approach this? Okay. So first of all, to utilize automation process, automate your password. Okay. Now you are doing it manually. Okay. Second thing, to have a PAM solution to help you to achieve your compliance standards like ISMS, PCI DSS. For financial sector, it will be the RMIT from Bank Negara. Okay, so the last thing is the ability to monitor your vendor or your user. Okay, something like a CCTV where it records every action that they did. Okay, so in Secureki, let me introduce the product, the solution itself. Okay, the Secureki Advanced Credential Management. This is specifically tailored for the PAM industry. Okay, so there's 3 major features. So first of all is the password management and also the account discovery. So these two actually introduce the automation process. Okay, the system will actually help you to automate your password management, reset, okay, schedule for the password reset. So you won't need to actually hands-on to reset your password anymore. Okay, so next thing is the account discovery. It help you to account discover all the account that is present in your server and basically import it or managing those accounts for you. Okay. Next thing is that live session monitoring and also with the playback features. Okay. We record, you view, okay, and you comment, and auditor is happy. Okay, because you have all the evidence. You do not need like scramble logs, system logs, application logs. So now you have a foolproof video for you, for your auditor to see. Okay. So last thing is that smart analytical reporting and also command control. So you have all this recording. What do you want to do with it? So with a built-in smart analytical, okay. So you have reporting, which help you to crunch those data into a graph, into a sensible data for you to read. Okay, and also the command control, where we also can control what admin can do and what they can't do. Of course, there is also other features like central policy management, multi-factor authentication, on-demand workflow, and so on and so forth. Okay. So here is some simple architecture of the integration of our system. Okay, the PAM. So you can see now here, the vendor or the user are connecting the VPN because everyone now is working from home, right? So there's VPN connection, there's remote access, yeah. So after you already establish the VPN connection, you'll be accessing your intranet. Okay. So from the intranet, the user will actually direct access into our PAM box. Okay. From there will be a client for you to log in. From this client, you'll be able to access all your infrastructure. Okay. So when you access it, you do not need to worry about password because password is being managed by our system. Yeah, it's being automated here. Okay. And we talk about OTP, right, just now. So in Secureki, we actually provide a smartphone apps for you to utilize the OTP. So this OTP apps does not require any internet access. Okay, so it's available in Android and also iPhone. This OTP is support fingerprint and also your face ID. Okay, and of course, Secureki does not store any of your biometric information. Everything is safe within your phone. So just now we talk about compliance. Okay, how do you want to achieve using Secureki? So in Secureki, we actually utilize what we call zero trust policy. Okay, so using this step by step, we actually help the customer to achieve more compliance on the standards. Okay, so with this step by step, it helps you to fulfill those things. Okay, you do not need to worry how to manage, how to achieve this and that. Okay, and of course, with all those information, how you will really think it, how does it works, how does it looks like. Okay, so here I would like to share a simple use case scenario and maybe a simple video. Okay, so here is the scenario that we talk about the password and also the compliance. Okay, the sharing of the password. Okay, how about your staff is accessing your server, your network in the daily basis? How you want to control the sharing of the password? Okay, so the challenges is that password is everywhere. Okay, in an Excel sheet, in a piece of paper, in your sticky pad. Okay, and what happen when incident do happen? Okay, or maybe you want to prevent in the future incident from being happen. Okay, like we always watch Marvel heroes, DCU, right? The quote is that with great power come with great responsibility. Okay. So in compliance point of view, how do you want to achieve and move together? So first of all, zero trust, multi-factor authentication, and also passwordless login. The keyword passwordless login. Okay. So also the session has to be recorded and the user input and output has to be captured. And lastly, the password is being automated with the highest complexity. So here is the demo. On the left hand side, you can see there's a notepad open. In the middle, this one is actually our client single sign-on application where we actually utilize it to access your target servers. And on the right hand side is our mirrored phone running the BOTP apps. Okay. So now you log in using a password and also OTP from the phone. Remember, the OTP apps does not require any internet access. So now you can see there's a list of servers and network devices. So what you see is what you can access. Okay. In this test case, in this demo, we also view the password of this administrator. Okay. So the system is detected or the password is exposed. So depends on the policy that you set for this particular Windows, it will behave it when the password has been exposed, it will reset it. Okay. So we view the password, we copy the password into the notepad. Now let's log in directly to the server itself. You have this all RDP normal stand from. If you notice, there is no login phase for the user because the password now is being managed by Secureki. Okay, so everything is when you log in is all being handled by Secureki. So if you notice, I deleted some information in this notepad and rewrite the information with my own data. Okay, so everything, all this action is currently being recorded. So besides using the client to access your target server, you can actually utilize web also to access to your servers. Okay, so this web access is mainly for those organization that does not allow client to be installed in the user. So you can actually utilize web to access to the target server. But of course, using web browser, there is some limitation to it, like the speeds, the performance of it. Okay, it logs in passwordless. Okay. Now let's open up our notepad, the same notepad, and continue editing the file itself. let's save the file and exit from the server. So remember, every action are being recorded here. So let's log out from John as the user, then log in as the administrator of our web management. So each time you log in for the admin, you'll be landing on the dashboard where you can actually see the disk usage, the performance of the servers. Okay, now let's click on the first recorded session. So this is the Windows, that the first one. So here you can see the user did the deletion of the data and rewrite his own data. So all these are being captured during his or her action. So now let's replay the second video. Let's log off from the system, as I mean. So just now we actually viewed the password, right? Now let's review back the password. So the password has been changed. So let's verify whether this password is usable or not. Let's manually open up the old ways, okay? The same IP address. Let's paste in the password. Successfully log into the server. So now it shows that the password is being managed by the system because the password firstly has been exposed out. Okay, so what the system will do, it will actually reset based on the policy that you set for that account. So in summary, okay, so you first of all, you log in using multi-factor authentication. Every time you log in into a client, you need username, password, and OTP. Okay. Secondly, all access are being recorded. Okay, the recorded session can be replayed or for investigation or for audit purposes. Again, last but not least, you can also search the input of the user. Okay, and the password is being automated by the system. So here another use case that I want to share to you. Okay, so this scenario is where we talk about control and also the compliance of it. Okay, so the scenario is where your vendor come on site for maintenance support or for troubleshooting, or maybe your vendor is remote connecting to your site to do some maintenance or troubleshooting. Okay, so the challenges that we always face is that there's no really time to really look or really lion your vendor. Okay, the next thing that they told you, oh, the job maintenance completed so fast. What do you do? What do you did? Okay, so your vendor come, you share administrator password with them. Okay, so they finish their task, you need to reset the password. So this is like day in day out do. So it's a repetitive and tedious work. So how do you want to approach from the compliance standpoint? Okay, same thing, zero trust, multi-factor authentication, and auto login, passwordless login. Of course, now there's additional things. We call it the command control, where even though you are giving them the administrator access, but we are still limiting their capability, their ability to access certain commands. Okay, so the next thing is that the on-demand workflow. Okay, I still want administrator. How can I do? Okay, what can I do? Okay, basically you can actually ask your vendor to actually request or demand certain maybe a secondary account that allows you to execute those commands. Okay, so the previous is actually post recording. It records and you play back. But how about I want to real-time monitor my vendor? How can I do that? Okay, so we have this real-time monitoring features and also the capability for you to insert comment during the session. Okay, so this scenario, if you want to know more, please fill in the Google form, and we will get back to you on this one. So we talk about password, access control, and also compliance. So how about sometimes server do fail? What happens if your system fails? Okay, in Secureki, we have dedicated recovery system. So there's 3 level: high availability, disaster recovery, and a USB drive. So each of these mode are dedicated. It's not a shared database. It's not a shared application. It's not a shared node. Okay, high availability. It has its own database. So if let's say one node fail, the second node will not fail. Okay. Same goes for disaster recovery. It has its own dedicated setting and also dedicated setup. Okay. So the next thing is that this is a unique feature that is only present in Secureki. Okay. So what is this USB drive? So weird. Okay. So in Secureki, our servers, there's this USB, tiny USB in front of the server. So let's say your HA failed, your disaster recovery failed. So what can I do to recover my password? Okay, so you can actually unplug this USB, including this USB that we give you. This is actually secondary USB which contain the decryption key. So like nuclear rearm process, you need both USB plugged into the same PC, okay, and then the password will reveal itself to you. Okay? One is encryption, one is decryption. That simple. So overall, what Secureki can bring value to you? First of all, we are able to help you to prevent breach due to improper admin action. Secondly, to reduce the burden of audits. Previously, probably we have experience shared by to us. Audits takes about 3 months, but with Secureki, they were able to reduce it to a month. Okay, it saved them a lot of times. How about password? Okay, password, you need to reset every 90 days, right? So that cycle repeats itself every 90 days. But with our automation password management, basically every cycle 90 days, you can actually reduce it to maybe 1 month or 1 day. Okay, so we help you to reset those passwords, and all those free time, basically you can look into other stuff. Okay, number 4, last time you probably do not know what your user or your vendor are doing, but now with secure key PAM solution, you will know what are they doing, what when they log in using the administrator, you know what the usage is being. Okay, and the most important, the accountability. Thank you.
So yeah, once again, it's the only thing that was very very insightful, very important stuff, especially dealing with passwords and things like that. Myself included, you don't even have to be like a big business, because you always have to renew different passwords every 90 days, every 120 days. Even for my college, I can't use the same password again and again. So having a management system would be very very helpful, I believe.
Yep, true.
Okay, so no questions have come in yet, but
Okay.
we do have some extra time. I say we spare about another minute or so just to open up. In case there are any questions, of course, you can voice them out in the comment section, and we will try and answer them here. So just 1 minute. Yeah, Mr. Unting, we just try to open it.
Okay, okay. So, for those attending, there is a Google Drive link available in the chat. You can, if let's say you're interested to learn more about security solution, please feel free to fill up the Google link.
I think that's a Google form as well, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I saw
Google
the
form.
link.
Yeah.
That's a Google form. Yeah.
So if let's say your organization require maybe a proof of concept, yeah, feel free to contact us as well.
Oh, we have a question. It says, is your company distributing third-party managed cybersecurity services, and what are those? What are them?
Okay. Secureki is actually not a distributing third-party company. We are the one that developed that software itself. Okay. So basically, we are the developer. We are the distributor. Yeah.
So no outsourcing whatsoever. It's just
No,
handled.
no. We are basically the principal, the owner of this product.
Right. Okay.
So the product name, the company is actually the Secureki, and the product is actually Secureki PAM. Yeah.
Okay. We have 2 minutes left, so it's the last call. If you have any questions whatsoever, just put them down there. We'll answer them. We'll open for, let's just say another minute, and then we will close it. Yeah.
So you can also check us out in the booth and also download our company profile.
Where's the booth located?
MDET Pavilion.
Okay, in the pavilion. Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I think if you don't have any more questions, Mr. Wunting, I'd like to say thank you once again for joining Podium 3. Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
And thank you to everyone who joined and interacted and engaged, and of course with the questions. And we have one more session left later. We would like you all to join us there too. But if that's it, I think I can close it. Again, thanks everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you again
Thank you.
tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.